cursed shall be in the city.
And cursed shall they be in the city. Now we dominate the prison houses. Now we at the bottom. You said what? Richard Brown. Have you ever heard of the Israelites?
Yeah.
Did you know that you were an Israelite? No one ever told you that? So you're going to learn today. All right, bring that on Proverbs, whoever got it.
Got my little hat that
When you get your
thing
sword,
that
Isaiah 40.
Yahweh made me.
So you can see on the sign, like behind you, the sign right here, you can see that God never called us. He never called us Mexican, never called us black, never as a nationality. Because when you see Mexican, you would be Issachar, according to the Bible, right here. Or sometimes they say Aztecs and stuff like that. So read this out in Isaiah 42 and 22.
This is Isaiah 42, chapter 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right?
They are all of them snared.
So this people is robbed and spoiled. They're always at the bottom wherever they go.
They are all of them snared in the holes,
Right.
and they are hid in prison houses.
And they're hid in the prison houses. So now what nationality dominates the prison houses? Who fills the prison houses up? Like what nationality of people? Do you know, like dominantly? Like who be in there? The Mexicans, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. We fill those prison houses up. Keep going.
They are for a prey.
Right, and we're stuck as a prey. We get hunted down by the police. We get pulled over, worried about our life. Keep going.
And none delivered for a spoil.
And none can be able to redeem and save us. We always go out there, hands up, don't shoot, Black Lives Matter. We do all these different things, but does it ever help us? We still get killed. Our people still at the bottom. We still worry about different things going on.
And none saith restore.
And none get restored. Bring this out in Deuteronomy 28:15.
This is Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass.
Because don't that sound like a bad thing? But this is how we can escape this. The solution is in this verse. Keep going.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God is saying, if you don't listen to me, I'm gonna allow that curse to happen to you. Because that's how our people filled up the prison houses. The Mexicans dominated, the blacks, the Native Americans. Keep going.
To observe, to do all his commandments,
Right.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
To this very day, he still got them same commandments that was in the days of old, when Moses present, even from the time of Noah. Keep going.
That all these curses,
That all these good things.
that all these curses
Because what we just read in Isaiah 42 and 22 was a curse. Keep going.
shall come upon thee and overtake
And
thee.
can we see that happening right now? You can look it up. The most people that dominate the prison houses is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Keep going.
Cursed shall be in the city.
And cursed shall they be in the city. Now we dominate the prison houses. Now we at the bottom. Now we last one hired, first to get fired when something comes up. Now we live in the ghettos and the slums. We distribute drugs amongst our brothers and sisters. Keep going.
And cursed shall be in the field.
And wasn't your people in the strawberry field, the sugarcane field, the rice field, tobacco field? And even the blacks was in the cotton field. Keep going. Jump down to 29.
Verse 29, and thou shalt grope at noondays,
So you're going to grope at noondays. Keep going.
and the blind gropeth in darkness.
So as a blind man try to navigate himself in his household because he can't see, this people's going to walk blind. Like you just said, you're Mexican. That's what your enemy gave you during the time of slavery when he took you to Spain. You start speaking Spanish. That was your native language. Your native language was Hebrew. Keep going.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
And when you try to open up a business, what happens when we open up a business? It always collapses. And now some of your people, they be the Mexicans, they set up posts out on the corners and start selling tacos, have horchata and stuff going on, but they can never own a business in a building. Keep going.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
And you will only be oppressed and always at the bottom and spoiled. Keep going.
And no man shall save thee.
And no man will be able to redeem you and put you back to that high pedestal that you truly deserve. Jump to 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender amongst you and very delicate.
Because we used to be tender and very delicate towards our own brothers. We used to be like, hey man, how you doing? How's your day going? How is it at work? Keep going.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His what?
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
Now we can't even look each other in the eye. Now we always talk bad about each other. Mexicans speak bad about the blacks in Spanish. Nigga talk about him bad in this language. You just speak bad towards each other. You say this ain't your block, this is my hood, this is Piru, etc. Keep going.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
And even towards his own wife. Keep going.
And towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall lead.
Nah, he's gonna stay.
Which he shall lead.
That's a curse that fits the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're known nationality-wise to leave our own kids in a single-parent household. They grow up with their mom, an independent black woman, an independent Mexican woman, or whatever.
Yeah.
Jump to 68.
Verse 68.
Actually, 65 real quick.
Okay, 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Do we have rest here? Can we sit in a comfortable? Can we just chill in our crib and don't gotta worry about anything going on? No, you gonna worry about your bills, your phone bill. You gonna worry about food, your gas, your car. Gotta get a job. Gotta get something going on. Keep going.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
And among these nations, we won't be able to rest. We like constantly worried about the food what we eating. If this is bad food or something. Is this GMO? GMO, the water, keep going.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
What the Lord say?
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have
You're
rest.
gonna keep working. You ain't gonna have no rest. You're gonna pay off some bill right here. The next thing you know, a bill just sock you and come up out of nowhere. Keep going.
But the Lord shall give thee there a terrible, it's like a trembling heart.
Hey, what?
A trembling
What do
heart.
we have when we leave the household?
A trembling heart.
Brothers get scared when they see the police. They see the police pull up behind them while they driving on the road. They make sure their seatbelt on, make sure they got their blinkers on and stuff like that. Keep going.
And felling of eyes.
Exodus, 2 Samuel 1 and 2 Ezra 1 and 7. Keep going.
And felling of eyes.
Uh-huh.
And sorrow of mind.
And a sorrow of mind. You constantly thinking about stuff going on. Jump to 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
So
again.
does these curses fit you to an extent? Do they fit you? Can you say, wow, that's talking about me? Don't your people be in the prison houses? Was your father in the household?
Yeah.
He was in the household with you? Or you got your mom and dad have to be co-parent. Sometimes you go to his house on the weekends and you stay with your mom on Sunday. So that's, your father ain't in the household. That fits you. It wasn't your people in slavery. Keep going.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So we just left Egypt. Bring this out in 2 Ezra. This is not talking about Egypt. We going back to Egypt. This is being it's using as a similitude.
1 and 5.
2 Ezra 1 and 7.
1 and 7. Am I not, Salakia, am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt?
Out of the land of what?
Out of the land of Egypt,
Keep going.
from the house of bondage?
Egypt just means bondage. So he's saying, I'm going to bring you into bondage again. Now read that again from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get here?
With ships.
And some of your people got taken over to Spain and they start learning Spanish. Keep going.
By the way whereof I spoke unto thee.
By exactly how I'm telling this to you. Keep going.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Now what's your homeland? Can you get Galatians 4:26? See, that's a problem because every other nationality knows their homeland. But our people that you see on that sign right there, American blacks, Native American, Haitians, Dominicans. Oh, come on. Bring this out. Yeah, bring it
This is
out.
the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
But Jerusalem.
But what?
But
What is
Jerusalem.
this homeland?
But
What's your name?
Jerusalem.
What's your name? Jesse. So Jesse, your homeland is Jerusalem. Keep going.
But Jerusalem,
Uh-huh.
which is above, is free,
Right.
which is the mother of us all.
So you see how that says 12 tribes of Israel? You will be an Israelite, and your true homeland is Israel, what they're fighting for right now. The Jewish and the Palestinian. That's not none of their homeland. That's your homeland according to the Bible. Keep going on that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right.
By the way whereof I spoke unto thee.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And we haven't been back to our homeland. Keep going.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
And as soon as you get off them slave ships, this one group of people will sell you. And who sold us? What nationality were they?
What?
Yeah, the Caucasian men. And the Bible said they're your enemies. So we can't trust them and be best friends with them and stuff like that. Keep going.
for bondmen
For slave men
and bondwomen
and slave women,
and no man shall buy you.
and no man will be able to redeem and get these curses away from you. So now you want to know what you can do to get right with the Most High? So give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Can you give me Exodus 20 and 8? And then give me Exodus 24 and 7. And I want 10 and 12 first. And then give me Proverbs 8 and 13.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, and verse 12.
Right?
And now Israel.
And now what?
And now
So
Israel.
your true nationality is an Israelite. Can you say that? So you're an Israelite according to the Bible, from the tribe of Issachar. That's your true, that's your tribe. You're not Mexican, you're not Hispanic. Keep going.
And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God.
How would you show God you fear him? By praying. All right, so we're going to show you the fear of the Most High. So bring this out in Proverbs 8 and 13.
Proverbs 8:13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
It's to what?
It's to hate evil.
So praying is not evil. That's a good thing. But to hate evil is like eating pork, eating shrimp, eating lobster and crab, messing with other nations, breaking the Sabbath, cutting your beard off, rocking a bald head. That's evil according to the Bible. Keep going.
Pride and arrogance.
Also pride and being arrogant. Keep going.
And the evil way.
And the evil way. You applying your life to kill people. You hate your brother. You want to sleep with your brother's girl. Keep going.
And the forwardness mouth do I hate.
All right, Khan. Bring that back out in 10 and 12. So now you know what is the fear of the Lord. Hate evil. Hate evil. Bring that out in 10 and 12.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Right.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Right.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways. Keep going.
And to love him.
And to what?
And to love
Now
him.
it's going to show you how to love God. Keep going.
And to serve the Lord with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Right.
To keep the commandments.
To do what?
To keep the
How you
commandments.
show God you love him?
To keep the
To
commandments.
show God you love him is by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
Of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day, for thy good.
For thy what?
For thy good.
That's the good. That's your good, is keeping his commandments. Now, do you want a blessing? So bring this out in Revelations 1 and 3.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he.
Blessed is what?
Blessed is
So
he.
you said you want a blessing. Keep going.
Blessed is he that readeth.
Blessed is he that what?
That readeth.
So you got to read. Is that a hard thing to do as a commandment? No, we can read. Keep going.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy.
Because this Bible is words of prophecy. Like us going into slavery. That was a prophecy. The Euphrates River drying up. That was a prophecy. World War III on the horizon. That's also a prophecy. Keep going.
And keep those things which are written therein.
And you got to also apply what you read unto your life. If it says, thou shalt not cut off thy beard, apply that. But you can still line your beard up. You can also line your hairline up and stuff like that. Don't be like over righteous. And when it says thou shalt not eat pork, don't eat pork. Thou shalt not eat anything that don't have fins nor scales. You got to eat stuff with fins and scales like whiting, salmon, tilapia, red eye. Keep going.
And they that hear this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein,
Right.
for the time is at hand.
Now, do we know when we're going to die? No, so you never know when you're going to die. So that's why you should apply this day to get right with your Creator. So bring this out in Exodus.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
And this is another commandment. Do you know what God's holy day is? They might say it's Sunday, but it's really Saturday, the 7th day. So bring this out in Exodus.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
So God is commanding us to remember it because he knew we was going to forget. That's a commandment. He's saying remember the Sabbath day. Keep going.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Do what?
To keep it holy.
Keep it set apart. Don't be like everybody else in the world. Keep going.
6 days shalt thou labor.
You got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 6 days to get everything you need to get done. Keep going.
6 days shalt thou labor
Right.
and do all thy work.
Is
But
there a bus coming? All right, this is last one.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right?
In it thou shalt not do any work.
So next time the Sabbath, which is Saturday, when it comes up, that's the 7th day of the week. Don't do no work on this day. Get this day off. If your occupation not letting you get it off, pray into the Most High and try to get it right. Because you got Sunday, which is the first day of the week. Then you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to get everything you need to get done. You said your name was Jesse?
Yeah.
All right, that's all I wanted to give you, Jesse.
God
Look into that flyer. You get, it's a QR code and stuff like that. All right, thank you. All right, Khan. First, I'd like to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach Yahushai. We out here trying to wake up the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and tell them that they're God's chosen people according to the Bible. So bring this out in Sirach 17:17.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 17. For in the division of the nations in the whole
No,
world
they all one.
of the whole earth.
So they division. This is a division of the nation. Not everybody is equal. The Most High put a separation between his people and other nations. Not everybody's the same people. Keep going.
Of the nations of the whole earth,
Uh-huh.
he set a ruler over every people.
Right?
But Israel
Right?
is the Lord's portion.
So we wasn't supposed to have no king. Saul wasn't supposed to be a king. David wasn't supposed to be a king. Solomon wasn't supposed to be a king. We were supposed to have Yahushua as the king and ruler over us. Get Amos 3:1. Keep going on that.
Whom being his firstborn.
Whom being what?
Whom being his firstborn.
And that account is in Exodus. Bring that out in Exodus 4:22.
The book of Exodus chapter 4 and verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son.
Nah, everybody.
Israel is my son.
Hey, brother, you got a minute for God?
No, I have to take the train.
Hey, can you take a flyer? A flyer? Yeah, a flyer. All right, bring that out again.
Exodus chapter 4 verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son.
Israel is the Most High God's son. It's not everybody in the world. It's a nationality group of people. Keep going.
Even my firstborn.
Even my what?
Even my
So
firstborn.
that's the Most High's firstborn. So keep going on that.
Whom being his firstborn, he nourisheth.
He nourished us. He brought us up with the milk. He showed us the law. He showed us the commandments. Keep going.
With discipline.
With what?
With discipline.
Hey, brother, you got a minute for God? So we talking about Israel according to the Bible. You can look on that. Are you so-called African American? So that come from two Caucasian men, Leos Scipios Africanus and America Vespucius. And your dad is an African American, so-called, right? That wouldn't be your nationality when you read the Bible. You could never go in the Bible and find African American. So we're reading about Israel right now. So keep going on that.
And giving him the light of his love.
So the light of God's love was the law. He showed that to us. Get Proverbs 6:23. Whoever gets it first. Hold that. Have you, hey, what's your name, brother?
You got it?
You said what?
Richard Brown.
Richard Brown? Have you ever heard of the Israelites?
Yeah,
Did you know that you were an Israelite? No one ever told you that? So you're gonna learn today. All right, bring that on Proverbs, whoever got it.
The book of Proverbs 6 and 23.
Uh-huh.
For the commandment is a lamp,
The commandment is the lamp, right?
and the law is light.
And the law is the light to show us how we're supposed to live. Because you know it's wrong to be a homosexual, to sleep with the same gender and stuff like that, to hate your brother, sleep with your brother's wife, rob your brother. Those are wrong things. So we got the commandment to show us how to live. Keep going.
The commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
Right.
And reproofs of instruction
Reproofs of instruction to correct you. Keep going.
are the way of life.
And this is the way to live. So keep going on Sirach. Oh, you dropped that?
Yeah.
Sirach, go to Sirach 17. .com.
17 what?
I believe we on 19.
So,
Yeah, Amos
17,
3. Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach,
Or
chapter
go to
17.
18.
18?
Yeah, start at 18.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 18. Whom, being his firstborn, he nourished with discipline,
Uh-huh.
and giving him the light of his love,
Uh-huh.
doeth not forsake him.
Right?
Therefore, all their works,
All their what?
all their works,
Whose works?
all their
So
works,
this is talking about Israel's works. Because when we was walking up, it says Israel is the Lord's portion. Even my firstborn. Keep going.
all their works are as the sun before him.
Ain't the sun really bright? So the works of the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, he only see their works. Everything you do on today. Did you know today was God's Sabbath? That you wasn't supposed to work by yourself? Get Exodus 20 and 8. So the works is shining before the Most High. Keep going on your Sirach.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse
Yeah, Amos 3.
19. Therefore, all their works are as the sun before him.
So the Most High is judging you on what you did. Did he keep my law today? Did he sleep with his brother's wife? Does he hate his brother? Keep going.
And his eyes are continually upon their way.
And his eyes are constantly on the Israelites, what they're doing on a day in and day out. And I'm going to prove that. Bring that in Amos 3 and 1.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse
Nehemiah
1.
10 and 30.
Hear this word,
Uh-huh.
that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Not everybody in the world.
O children of Israel.
So can we agree that this is talking to one group of people? It says the Israelites. Keep going.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
And now we know who were in Egypt was only the Israelites. They were slaves. They were under Pharaoh. They were being slaves and stuff like that. Keep going.
Saying, you only have I known.
Now God knew everybody.
You only have I known.
He knew the Caucasian man.
You only have I known.
He knew the Japanese man.
You only have I known.
So God only knows the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why we go through the worst in the cities. That's why we're at the bottom. That's why we're at the low-end type jobs. That's why we always be last one hired, first to get fired. Keep going.
I know all of the families of the earth.
Right?
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So if you have a son and he goes to school and he does something bad like sock the teacher or something, and the same student did the same thing, you're not going to be tripping what that kid did. You're going to be like, why'd you do that to your own son? That's how the Most High feels about us, because we're his firstborn. So bring that out in Exodus 20:8, because you said you didn't know that it was a sin to work on the Sabbath. So bring this out.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Remember the Sabbath day.
So God is telling us to remember the Sabbath day, because he knew we was going to forget it. In slavery, when they pushed that on us thinking it was Sunday, but it was never really Sunday, because Sunday is the first day of the week. Keep going.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right.
6 days shalt thou labor.
So you got 6 days to get whatever you need to get done. You got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because when you look on your calendar, Sunday is the first day of the week. It's not Saturday. Keep going.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Right.
But the seventh day.
But what?
But the seventh day.
Brother, what's the 7th day? It's Saturday. Because when you go on your calendar on your phone, Sunday is the first day of the week. You can look at that. Keep, well, I'm gonna wait for him. Do you see it? So Sunday is the first day of the week. So keep going on that.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Right.
But the seventh day.
But what day?
But the seventh day.
So the Sabbath day, Saturday, keep going.
Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
I guess I read.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter,
Right.
thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So if you had a business, everybody's supposed to get Saturday off. But the Caucasian man, he wants our people working on this day so we can stay in sin. That's why your job don't get you Saturday off. Chick-fil-A do it to a certain extent. They give them Sunday off, but really they should get Saturday off. Keep going on that.
For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and earth, the sea, and all that in them is.
Right.
And rested.
And did what?
And
So we
rested.
can look the account in Genesis when he made everything, the trees, the sun, the moon, the stars, the ocean and stuff like that. And he rested on the 7th day. Keep going.
And rested on the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed
And
it.
did what?
And hallowed it.
So now you know you're not supposed to work on the Sabbath. But if your occupation don't give you Saturday off, we could try to pray for you, and you also pray for that to allow the Most High to get your the Saturday off. Because we know how it is in this captivity, because they always want you to work on that day. Get Nehemiah 10:31. Come on.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31.
Bring it out.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to
On
sell,
what day?
on the Sabbath day to
So
sell,
if somebody comes up to you saying, "Hey man, buy this." On the Sabbath day, the 7th day of the week, keep going.
that we would not buy it of
What
them,
was our forefathers doing?
that we would not buy it of them.
Because it will put them in sin. We're not supposed to buy on the Sabbath day. So every other business that's open on this day, they're in sin, and we don't want to participate in their sin. Keep going.
That we would not buy it of them
Right.
on the Sabbath or on a holy day.
Right? Or even on a holy day. Is that your bus? All right, so try to keep the Sabbath to the best of your ability. You got a flyer?
Did I give you one already?
What was your name again, brother?
Yeah,
Richard Brown.
Richard Brown.
All right.
All right. Hope you have a good day, Richard Brown. All right. What you got? Wait,
I was why do one day and sell another?
what did I give you?
33:11.
Give me 2 Samuel 7:23.
Oh, I thought it was in that.
Okay, come.
One day, 7
Give me Deuteronomy. I think it's 29, 18 or 19. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Deuteronomy 29,
29 and what?
17 or 18. What is that?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 17.
Uh huh.
And ye have seen their abomination and their...
No.
What you looking for?
Go to 28 real quick.
What you looking for?
Dang, I forgot this one.
You forgot what you're looking for?
It was a precept on Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Bring out Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Another one.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right?
The Lord thy God have chosen thee
You could bring the one out in 14.
to be a special people.
To be what?
To be a special
Yeah,
people.
Exodus chapter 19:5. To be a what?
To be a special people.
So to be a special people unto the Most High God, separate from every other nation. Keep going.
To be a special people unto himself.
Right?
Above all people.
We're above all people that are upon the face of the earth. We're better than all these other nations. We're better than the Caucasian. Give me Matthew 5 and 17 real quick. Keep going on that.
Upon the face of the earth.
Right? Keep going. Oh, that's it on that. Yeah. We got Matthew 5.
You got it,
Matthew
no?
5:17.
5:17.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 17. Think not that I am come to
Wait, 5 and 13. My fault.
13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
What is the Israelites?
Ye are the salt of the earth.
We're the salt of the earth. Every other nation, look how we doing it. That's why every other nation try to be like the Israelites. Keep going.
But if the salt have lost his savor,
Now, right? Keep going.
wherewith shall it be salted?
Now, wherewith shall we? If we lost the law, how are we salted now? We at the bottom. Nobody want to be like these niggas. We fill up the prison houses. We always killing our own brother and stuff like that.
It is thenceforth good for nothing.
God. All right, you got that? Deuteronomy 14.
No, I got 7 and 6. You want that one?
No, I get the one in 14. What was that one? I could have sworn it was 29.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse number 1. Ye are the children of the Lord, your God.
Right?
Ye shall not cut yourselves or make baldness between your eyes for the dead.
Keep going.
For thou art an holy people.
For what the Lord say?
For thou art an holy people.
Now we're the same as everybody else.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
So a set apart nation unto the Most High. Get Deuteronomy 26. That's what it was. 26:19.
26:19.
Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26, verse number 19. And to make thee above all nations.
Not equal to.
Above all nations.
Everybody bleed red.
Above all
So
nations.
this people was supposed to be above all nations. Keep going.
Which he had made.
Which he had made. He made every other nationality. He made the Palestinian. He made the Asian. He made the Japanese. He made the Ethiopian, the Egyptian. But the Israelites are above all nations. Keep going.
In praise and in name.
Right?
And in honor.
Uh-huh.
And that thou mayest be an holy people
Right.
unto the Lord thy God.
Holy means separate and set apart. Keep going.
As he has spoken.
As he has said it. What you got? 2 Samuel 7:23.
Yeah, 23. I got you.
All right, bring that up.
This is 2 Samuel 7:23. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people?
No other nation is like Israel. We're the greatest nation to walk the earth. We made everything. We got better wisdom than these other nations. We way smarter than these other nations. They copy our battle tactics and stuff like that. Keep going.
Even like Israel,
Right?
whom God went to redeem for a people to himself.
Not to just we're the same as everybody.
For a people to himself.
God put him like a favorite toy. We might have a favorite toy, a favorite shoe, a favorite coat. The Most High said, this people is a favorite to myself. Keep going.
And to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land, before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods.
Hey, give me Sirach 19:19. Close out.
The Apocrypha.
Well, I'll get you one.
This is the book of
Hosea
Sirach,
12.
chapter 19. Yeah.
I want yours last. I want him to read.
Hey, you got Hosea 12. Go ahead. I'm in Sirach.
What you want? Here, you can get it.
What you looking for?
I'm gonna just give him a precept to close out.
You don't want 1919?
Now I'm gonna get that one too. So you look, read 14:1.
All right.
Hosea.
All right. Hosea 14:1.
Uh-huh.
Israel, return unto the Lord
What
thy
the Lord
God.
say?
Return unto the Lord thy God.
So Israel, we need to return unto the Lord our God.
For thou hast fallen by thine iniquities.
What have we did?
For thou hast fallen by thine iniquities.
And we forsake the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, and we fall, and we constantly continue to do iniquity. So this is what we need to do. Bring out Sirach 19:19.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 19.
No.
The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
That's how you get immortality, if you're doing the law, statutes, and commandments, according to Revelations 22:14. Keep going.
And they that do things that please him.
Because Enoch pleased God. Yahushua pleased God. There was a bunch of accounts of men pleasing the Most High, but they were doing his law, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
And they that do things that please him
Right.
shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
What does brothers want?
The
Fruit of the tree of immortality.
That's what brothers strive for in the truth. At least I know that's what I strive for. And to also please my creator. So with that, I want to give all honor and all glory to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Hamashiach Yahushua. Kwam Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah.